Welcome back, butterflies. I wanted to jump on real quick and just give my testimony of how good and how great and how awesome God is, and how He is steady moving, how He is steady performing miracles. There's nothing too hard for God. It's been a minute since I've been on. I've been having a lot of things going on. I just want to testify about how good God is. Friday, I went to the emergency room for one thing, thinking that I'm going to be treated for something minor, and the whole time, y'all, I was knocking on death's door. Like, if it had not been for God, who was on my side, I mean, I wouldn't have been here. Um, I would have not been here. And I'm looking at how He strategically used something so small to get me there, which they didn't even treat me for that because that wasn't even the issue. It was something way more grave, way more danger, way more bigger. They were trying to figure out how I'm still here. I had doctors come in the room. They're looking at me, looking at my blood count, my iron count. They're trying to figure out how are you still here, and asking me symptoms that I should have been having. Were you having shortness of breath? Were you having chest pains? Were you having? And I'm like, no, you know. And it's just she was like, you wasn't feeling tired. You wasn't feeling. They just kept asking me the same questions. I had to have blood. I had to get iron. I had to get IV. I mean, I was dehydrated. My lips was pale. I mean, I was almost out of here, y'all. But I remember praying and crying. I remember talking to God about even when I would go to the doctor, regular checkups, and they running my labs and taking my blood, and nothing's wrong, nothing's wrong. And I'm like, Lord, I know how I feel. And this was going on sometime last year. So to say that went on that long, it was nothing but the grace of God that kept me here. Like, when I just look at, I just know that there's greater in store for me. I know that there's more in store. Um, that could have been it for me. But mercy said no. God said, I have more for you to do. God said, I have more in store for you. He said, your latter be greater than your former. And it's just amazing to me how He kept me. It's amazing to me how He didn't let me fall. He didn't let me die. He didn't let me, go under. I mean, because it was undetected. And when we sit back and we think about how cunning and crafted and deceptive the enemy is, how he comes to kill, steal, and destroy, his main objectives. That's what he's trying to do in everybody's life, in all our lives. So we have to be on our assignment. We have to be in alignment. We have to be, fulfilling God's purpose in our lives. I do believe that's the only thing that covered me. I do believe that's the only thing that covered me. God's love, God's grace, and being in alignment with God. You got to ask yourself. God is sparing us every day. He's fighting battles that we don't even know. This one I knew about. I wasn't feeling well. I had to go to the emergency room. But how many other battles and, things that God is doing for us that we don't even know about? That's not even showing up on the day-to-day. He was keeping me the whole time, and I'm steady moving around. I'm steady, pushing it, going, just doing multiple things. I shouldn't have had no energy at all. I didn't have hardly no blood in my body, no iron in my body. That was nothing but the grace of God that just kept me. Nothing but the grace of God that kept me. They had to figure out my blood type. I had to get a blood transfusion. I ain't never had this happen before. And I went in there over something small. Something small, y'all. So I don't care where we are in life and what's going on in life. And this is the thing, you can't wait until things, to trouble happen. You can't wait till things get bad to just want to praise God. What if I didn't spend that time with God? What if I didn't have prayers stored up? What if I wasn't worshiping God and spending that time with Him daily and reading the Word? I would have been in a heap of trouble trying to pull something out of nothing, not even knowing what was going on. But I do believe, when we have that relationship and when we get our lives in alignment with God and have that fellowship with Him, we're standing under an open heaven, and it's like He covers us. And there's no weapon that's formed against us that's going to prosper. No weapon that's formed against us is going to prosper. I'm still feeling, each day I'm feeling stronger and stronger, and I thank God for it, because I'm not even supposed to be here, y'all. I am a living witness. I am not supposed to be here. So it's like, Lord, what more do you have for me? What is it that you have me to do? I know the work that He have for me to do is great, because the enemy just tried to wipe me out. So I want to jump on and encourage y'all. Stay close to God. Stay in fellowship with God. Stay connected to God. We can't afford to not read our word, to not go to church, to not worship, to not pray, to not, consider Him in all our ways. We can't afford, even when we don't even know what's going on, because the whole truth, you're not going to know everything that's going on. You're not. But guess what? We serve a God who does. And He's not going to let us fall. So just continue to keep praying, continue to keep believing, continue to keep putting God first as the head and the center of your life. And I promise, He promised, He's not going to let us fall. He's not going to leave us nor forsake us. He's not going to leave us nor forsake us. But just to recap, I'm feeling a whole lot better. I'm taking iron pills every day, twice a day. So I'm feeling a whole lot better. I'm just getting my energy back, y'all. Trying to stay hydrated, catching up on rest, and a lot of times God will use things to slow us down to, so He can get more time with us. A lot of that ripping and running and wearing and tearing on your body and mind, it's like you have to get somewhere to still. Trust God, believe God, don't put too much on yourselves. Please, self-care is everything, guys. Pay attention to your body, pay attention to, don't take things for granted. There's nothing wrong with going to get an opinion, even if you just feel like, it's nothing wrong, in which in my case, I was going and they were telling me there was nothing wrong, but always pay attention to your body. Your body's not going to lie. Always pay attention to, how you get the signals in your body, how you're feeling. It's going to let you know where you're at. So I just wanted to jump on and share that with you guys. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Don't give up on God, because He's surely not going to give up on us. And He loves us. He's here with us. He's walking with us every step of the way. He is so good. He is so awesome. He is so great. And until next time, butterflies, be blessed.